Hey y'all, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It's Your Speech Mommy. It's kind of crazy to think that I haven't been on YouTube in a year. So I'm making this video today just to talk to you guys and connect with you guys about where I've been, what's been going on, a little career update, a little personal life update. So that's what this video is about today. I'm about to cook breakfast and chat with you guys while I cook. I don't have my glasses on, so if you see me squinting, just mind your business. My eyesight is very poor. I think the hardest part with me, like doing YouTube, just looking back in hindsight, I was like putting too much energy and effort like in the wrong area, you know? So this time around, I'm a lot more focused, a lot more balanced, a lot less anxious, because that kept me from making YouTube videos too. It made me like very, very anxious. But in 2022, we are at peace. We have an inner peace that is unwavering. I pray that for everyone watching this video, that you find peace in 2022. So I don't know if I'm boiling some water for some tea. I drink black tea in the morning. And then I need to rinse my chicken. For breakfast, I'm making rice with chicken and eggs. And I need to rinse my chicken, cut my vegetables. I'm saying that so I don't just stand here and talk. I need to be like cooking and talking. Let me get my chicken. I took this out to cook last night, didn't cook it. But in 2022, we also are not wasting food. So I put it in the refrigerator to cook it for breakfast today, like a skillet type of thing. But yeah, so in 2022, I'm manifesting more consistency on YouTube. I don't know if I should do like a separate channel because in hindsight as well, one of my issues with YouTube and social media as a whole is that I, of course, want to spread awareness and education to moms and parents when it comes to speech and language development. But I'm more than a speech therapist. Like, I'm a whole person too, and I want to create personal content too. So like balancing between professional and personal is kind of difficult for me looking back. And I don't want to just do one or the other. Like, I want to do both. But I don't know if I should do both on the same channel. But we'll see how that turns out. We shall see, friend. And so, should I start with the career update first? What do you think? Yeah, we can start with the career update first and then just see where we go from there, child. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit because I'm over here now. So you may or may not know that I am a speech and language pathologist. I've been an SLP since, when did I graduate? 2017. I've had my C's since 2018, so about 4 years. I am a contract SLP, which means that I don't have a full-time job, and I do contract work. So right now, I am PRN or per diem in skilled nursing homes. Maybe like part-time, a little more than part-time if it's the holidays, like if a lot of people are taking off of work and stuff. Per diem is always busy. People always need time off from work. And I am the help. I'm the substitute. That's what per diem is. So yes, so as far as my career goes, that's what I do. I'm more than part-time in the skilled nursing homes, less than part-time with my private practice. I honestly, truly want to like get out of the nursing homes. I'm really over that setting. Love the population, will never be over the geriatric population. But really over like the antics and the politics surrounding nursing homes, like new and old. It's very political. Medicare, medical care, not Medicare. Medicare is political too, but Medicare is very political, and I'm kind of over the antics that interfere with me doing my job. So I really want to get out of the nursing homes. Right now, I'm more than part-time. I want to be like less than part-time. I'm gonna always be PRN, I think, in the nursing homes, just because that's like my first love. So right now I'm cutting my chicken. So with that being said, you know, last year, this is 2022. Let me get some water, child. So I was in the school systems. Let me get the bowl. I was in the school systems for the 2020-2021 school year. I wonder if I should bring you lower, because I'm just gonna be standing here cutting my chicken. I did a year in the schools. I love children. Like, I love children and adults. And I think that's one of the greatest things about being a speech therapist, is that I can work with children and adults, and I love them both. But I did not love my job that year. What was the hardest part? The hardest part about working in the school systems that year, it's not the fact that, you know, it was challenging being virtual, just like with scheduling and making sure kids log on and know how to use, you know, Zoom and stuff like that. I think we use Google Classroom, but that wasn't the hard part. Like, the hardest part for me about working in the schools that year was the size of my caseload. I work in Indiana, and there is no caseload cap. Like, there's no cap on a caseload. In Illinois, the caseload cap is like 50 or 60 students per year. Indiana has no caseload cap. And I had a ton of students, and my workload was ridiculous. Really costed me my mental health, because I don't know, I just developed like really poor thinking habits around my productivity, and my worth as a person as it relates to how good I do my job. Like all this other toxic stuff. Like being a speech pathologist can be like pretty toxic if you don't take care of yourself, right, and your mental health. So I said all that to say I did love my job in the schools. I just didn't like the company I worked for and how much work they had me doing, regardless of how much help I asked for. So, but for the rest of this school year, I'm going to be working part-time for a virtual academy. My workload isn't crazy. I think I only have like 16 hours of direct service time for the week, which is like part-time because they compensate for the indirect service time too. This is all like speech therapy talk, but that's where I'm taking my career. So I accepted a part-time job at a virtual school, and I'm hoping that would keep me out of the nursing homes a little bit more, and keep me at home, because I was spoiled when I was working in the schools in 2020, and we had to work from home and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I loved it, and I wanted to always get back to that. And God heard the prayers of my heart. He heard what I truly desired, and He made it happen. So right now I'm going through the credentialing process to start at the virtual academy. So I'll be finishing out their school year. Their speech therapist like took another job, so I'll be finishing out the year for them. So that's a career update. I still have my private practice. I still see clients. And I'm just staying patient, staying the course, you know. I hope you can hear me over my sizzling vegetables. I'm gonna sear my onions and peppers first, and then put my chicken in. And then, like with the nursing homes and the health crisis, you know, they're mandating those injections, and I don't have it. I don't plan on getting it anytime soon. So I've been trying to figure out a way out of the nursing homes as well because of that. I'm not going to get an injection just so that I can make money. Another reason why I wanted to leave, well, not necessarily leave, but I guess they mean the same thing. Another reason why I wanted to work from home is so that I can heal. Heal my mind, heal my body, heal my spirit. We as in my man and I, we had a miscarriage this past September. And woo, that's a lot to heal from. I was just a few days shy of 12 weeks when I learned that I was miscarrying. And the whole first 12 weeks of the pregnancy, I was like, oh my goodness, I had never been so tired in my life. I was not that tired when I was pregnant with Caden in the first trimester, but like extreme exhaustion. I was so tired the whole first trimester. And it was hard to work because I was so tired, because you're not supposed to like drink caffeine and stuff like that. I was drinking coffee, but it really wasn't doing nothing for me. Um, so I want to stay home so I can heal my mind, my body, and my spirit. I had to return to work before I was done physically healing. Like I wasn't prepared to have a miscarriage. I don't know if people are prepared for miscarriages, but moving forward, that's definitely going to be something that I prepare for. Like in the event that I can't work for whatever reason, you know, that's one thing that the miscarriage taught me, that like I need to be prepared in case something happens to my health, because I wasn't prepared financially. So I had to go back to work, and I was still bleeding heavily. It was really not good, girl. It was not good. So that's also why I want to stay home, so that I can continue to heal myself. Um, I feel a lot better now, but that's why I stopped creating content for Instagram in November. Like, I had my miscarriage in September. I didn't say anything. I just kept going because I really wanted to monetize my socials so that I can stay at home and heal from my miscarriage. So I'm like going ham on Instagram, going ham on my email list, investing all this time and money into my socials, hoping I can get it back in time to not have to go back to work, if that makes sense. But that didn't work. And I had to go back to work. And I wasn't done physically healing. So I'm like, okay, I need to take a step back from socials and really get my life together. That's what I did. And here we are in 2022, and I feel better than I ever been. Like physically, mentally, emotionally, mind, body, and spirit. I had this, I don't even know what to call it, but I had an experience where I was like separated, mind, body, and spirit, like completely separated, because when we had the miscarriage, I didn't do a DNC. A DNC is where they go in and, clear out your body of the fetus or the baby or whatever you want to call it. They go in and get it. But I did not. I intentionally did not want to do a DNC. I wanted to allow my womb to cleanse herself naturally of the contents of my pregnancy, of our pregnancy. And that experience was really something, because I pretty much had a baby in my body without a heartbeat for an increased amount of time. And they caused a separation because, I moved this the wrong way. I need to move it over here because I need to get some spices for my chicken. But the separation, like my spirit was always like okay with the miscarriage. Of course it hurts, it's sad, but my spirit always believed that God was sparing me, sparing my family, sparing my unborn child from whatever evil was going to come that way. My spirit was always in a state of gratefulness. Honestly, my spirit was still grateful, even in the midst of a miscarriage. Because, like, what if I had my miscarriage like a few days shy of 12 weeks? So, like, what if I had a miscarriage when I was 5 months or 9 months? Or what if I had a stillborn? Or what if my baby was born and died, at the age of 1? Or died, or died. Like, if my child was going to pass away early, this is what my spirit is thinking and how my spirit processed the miscarriage. Sorry, this cabinet is probably in the way. So yeah, my spirit was always grateful that God spared my family and my unborn baby. But my mind, woo, my mind is what did a number on me, and is what really like created the separation between my mind and my body and my spirit. Because the mind is so powerful. I know you guys know that, but it really, really is. And I don't know. My mind didn't trust my body, pretty much. It probably sounds crazy. I mean, don't judge me, okay? I'm just explaining what I experienced and what I'm healing from having a miscarriage. And so, like, my mind did not trust my body. Have you ever, like known someone forever? Like, you grew up with them, knew them like the back of your hand, trusted them, this and that, really knew this person and trusted this person for years and years and years and years and years. And then out of the blue, they betray you to like a deep degree, and now you don't trust them. And now you feel betrayed. And now you don't know what to do. If you should keep talking to this person, if you should get over it. Now you're in this space of betrayal and mistrust. And that's how my mind felt about my body. Like, my mind, I was in this jacked up mental space where I didn't trust my body. My body was like this thing that betrayed me, and I didn't want anything to do with it. And I didn't want to care for it. I didn't want to wash my face. I didn't want to wash up. I just was really disconnected from my body, and my mind did that. So since I haven't been on socials, I've really been taking the time and the effort to heal and to become one. It's hard on both of us, my man and me, because we were trying to get pregnant for 11 months. That's another thing, and that's kind of what also played into my this seasoning didn't really spread well because the bowl isn't big enough. I need a bigger bowl. I can put it in this bowl. I forgot what I was saying, but it was hard on both. Oh yeah, I was saying that we were trying for a whole year to get pregnant. And that's what kind of played into the mistrust into my body. Because, okay, we've been trying to get pregnant for a year now, and then we finally get pregnant, and then you lose my baby. I used to think that my body killed my baby. And really crazy thoughts. So that's when I really took a step back from Instagram, and really focused on myself. This looks a lot better. Those seasonings look mixed up. So it's kind of a little personal update, a little TMI, but I hope you can hear me over my chicken. I'm gonna step away from the stove because I don't know how this is gonna sound when I play it back. You just let that cook on the low. But yeah, I know that's like a real personal thing to talk about. And I'm not talking about it to get like sympathy or, anything like that. Just really to connect with my community, because I do take content creation serious. It may not seem like it because I'm not consistent, but I'm gonna clean my table off while my chicken cooks. It may not seem like I take it serious because I'm not consistent, but the relationships that I have created online, I take those very serious. And it was really, really sweet to have so many people reach out to me in my absence. Like, where are you? Are you okay? Things like that. Like, in my community over our Instagram, we really care about each other. So that's why I'm sharing this, so I connect. We just moved. We're still moving in. I still live in Indiana, but I moved closer to the border. I've been in Indiana since 2018. I started off like really far east, like close to Michigan. And every couple years I moved. Well, I stayed 1 year in Portage, 2 years in Maryville, 3 years in Maryville. I don't know. Nonetheless, I keep moving closer and closer to the border. And I really like where I'm at now because it's like close to everything, Illinois and Indiana. So what else did I want to talk to y'all about? I wanted to update you guys on my career, what's going on with that. I wanted to talk about where I've been. Oh, look, y'all. And then, so look, why did I get corona? Yes, me. I've been in the nursing homes the whole health crisis, right? And I never did nothing different. Like, same PPE. I'm probably so close. Like, same PPE, same protocols, super hygienic. I made it this far without getting sick. And I went to this one nursing home, and some nursing homes just are not good. I don't know if you guys know this. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, check on them regularly. Go see them regularly. Be a present face in their facility. I went to this one nursing home that, was like less than great. And I honestly didn't even want to go there. And my spirit was like leery about going there. And that was before, now I'm like super in sync with my intuition. So like if I get a feeling that I shouldn't do something in 2022, I'm not doing it, okay? Because my intuition and my spirit and my body don't lead me wrong, okay? I put mascara on and then I rub my eye. This is why I can't get my lashes done. This is why I can't wear makeup, because I just rubbed the mascara on my eye. What was I saying? I ended up with COVID. I truly thought that I was just sick. Like, not with that. I'm so grateful that I didn't have to go to the hospital. Like, my symptoms didn't send me to the hospital. God is so good, because Kaden was on winter break when I had COVID. I was down for the whole 2 weeks of winter break. and he was gone, and that was perfect because I got to quarantine, I got to rest, I didn't have to parent, you know, I got to get better. I was sleeping like 10, 12 hours a day. All my body wanted to do was sleep, and I had this crazy headache. I had a disgusting cough. My chest was hurting, my back was hurting, but I'm better now. So that happened to me too, and it just magnified the fact that I needed to take time to heal. All of these things kept happening to me that physically put me down. I had a miscarriage. Right after that, I had COVID, and these things like caused me to physically to be down. And I feel like that purpose, I feel like they had purpose, right? Lots of purpose. And today I'm very grateful, even though I did contract the virus, you know, even though I did have a miscarriage, I'm still very, very, very grateful to God and would never question him. And I trust in him and I lean on him. And that is who got me through what I've been going through. It's nothing but the Holy Trinity. I don't know if I wanted to talk about anything else. I don't know. I don't know, child, but that's what I've been going through. So there's a blog. Am I recording? There is a blog post on my website, Yourspeechmommy.com, and I wrote about 3 things that we can do to have a better 2022. And these are the 3 things that I have been doing since I've been healing, and that's what I'm going to continue doing for 2022 as well. There's honestly way more than 3 things that you can do to have a better 2022, but I wrote about 3. I've been trying to find like what is my content style, you know, and not try to conform or fit in to like what is society, like, you know, like what's popping in society. Because that's totally not me. I'm not a trendy gal. You know, things like that. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to talk about too. I don't know if you guys know this about me. My family knows. That was the speaker. Let me dress my tea. It should be cool now. I am a highly sensitive person. I've been sensitive all my life, and I've honestly struggled with my emotions because of how society views or treats sensitive people. If you're sensitive, you know what I mean. And if you have something against sensitive people, you also know what I mean. Don't you hate when you look for something and it's right in front of your face? So I've been really like healing with that too, like accepting myself as a highly sensitive person. You know, what does that mean for me? Like, I know what the definition of highly sensitive means, you know, but like, what does that mean for me? What types of things am I highly sensitive to? You know, stuff like that. And one thing that I learned on this self-awareness and healing journey is that I absorb other people's feelings. Like, I can feel what people are feeling. I feel like that's one of God's gifts to me, and one of my purposes in life is to hear what is unsaid. And I do that. It happens to me. I don't do it. Like, it happens to me. I hear and I feel what is unsaid. And I don't always, I haven't always like handled that the right way, because I was like absorbing other people's feelings. And when I absorbed other people's feelings, I took them on as my own, and I didn't always discern their feelings from mine. Like, am I feeling this way, or does this person feel this way and I can feel it, And I just thank God for discernment because that has discerning other people's emotions from my own has allowed me to have has contributed to like my inner peace. And so in 2022, I'm not absorbing other people's feelings. I feel them and I acknowledge them, but I'm not going to take them on as my own, and I'm not going to take responsibility for them. And that's one of the biggest things I've learned as a highly sensitive person. And yeah. Well, I think I'm done rambling. So thanks for listening to this video. If you made it this far, you're a part of the family, whether you subscribe or not. I'll just see you in my next video.